We took this property that was making only $30,000 a year in revenue to now it's on track to generate nearly $100,000 a year in revenue. Come see how we did it.
Stick around to the end to see the full financial breakdown.
So whenever we are deciding on what improvements to make to a property, we always look at the data. We look at the comparable properties in the area. What are the top performing properties doing? How many bedrooms are they? What amenities do they have versus like what we can actually achieve in this specific property? So we did some really cool stuff in this property that you'll see makes a huge difference in the performance, and we made those decisions based off the data.
All right, so where I'm standing right now used to be a dining room. This was a 3-bedroom house, and as you know, those are everywhere. So we took this 3-bedroom and we made it into a 5-bedroom. And one of the bedrooms that we added is this room right here. We put up a wall and converted this dining room that didn't sleep any into this bedroom now that sleeps 4. So this house is a little bit older, and we wanted to kind of play into that and give it an older feel. We love to add accent walls and pops of color, so it's a scroll stopper when you see it, which is why we did these orange curtains and this like emerald-ish wall, but still with like the white bedding for a super clean, cozy feel.
This living room used to look ugly as it was basic. But what's really cool about buying properties that were already operating as short-term rentals is you can use some of the old furniture and just play up and more, I should say, make it look way cooler and more scroll stopping than what it was before. So this couch was actually here before, but most of everything else that you see was not. Jeremy's team painted the entire fireplace. They painted this cabinet over here, and they added a bunch of accent pillows. But one of the cool things that they did actually was they added this really cool mural. They kind of brought in the vibe with the cactus mural with like these outdoor cactus sculptures, if you will, bringing them inside. Which one thing we always talk about is how important themes are in houses. Themes make a really big difference in how people perceive and want to book your property and how you can kind of separate yourself from the competition. So that's why we did what we did here.
All right, now welcome to our 5th bedroom, which was the 2nd bedroom that we added on. This actually used to be the garage. As I mentioned before, we love pops of color. So we completely color drenched this room, even including the ceiling. We've got this couch right here that pulls out into a queen size bed, so it's still a bedroom, but we've got a movie theater moment. We put some games on the coffee table. This coffee table actually was in the living room and just repurposed to in here. And then we have our fun little arcade games and then the Connect 4 on the wall. So the whole family can hang out in here, but then when it's time for bed, you can also sleep in here.
I say it all the time, garages are a waste of freaking space in a short-term rental. Convert the thing, make it into an extra bedroom. But what we like to do is be able to use it as extra sleeping space so that we show more bedrooms while also making it an amenity space too. So we have a game room, we have a movie room, and an additional bedroom all in one. You can tell in so many different ways that this place used to be just like early 2000s finish out everywhere, but we try to add certain elements to make it like leveled up. Okay, so this was actually kind of already set up as this interesting parlor that you see now. What we decided, we'll show in the previous photos, but what we decided was to kind of play into that some more and really level up the guest experience. So this piece right here actually came with the house. So this was already here. This wall was already here, painted blue. And so we were just like, what can we do to level this up? So we really committed to the bit, added the pool table, made this like a real dry bar area, hang out with the TV. People can come here, commune. It's not an additional sleeping space because that's not always what's necessary. It's more about how we can also improve the guest experience. A cool thing to kind of consider whenever you're making design and amenity decisions is also how you can be unique. So it's not just bringing your property up to the level of your competitors, but how you can differentiate yourself. None of the competitors that we looked at had anything like this. I mean, there are properties that have pool tables, but making this like a real parlor, man cave vibe, there was nothing like this in the market, and it's made a huge difference in the performance and the feedback that we get from guests.
All right, so now we're in the primary bedroom, and everything you see except for this futon, the art on the wall, and the lamps was already here. So all we did was we added the blue wall to match the blue chairs that were already here. We did add this rug and the blue curtains. but it was a very cheap way to make the room a lot more appealing and then add 2 more sleeping. So this house actually sleeps 18 people, which is crazy. I think when we signed it on, it slept like 6. This used to be a yoga room. So all they had in this room were 2 yoga mats on the floor. We took this couch that is a sleeper sofa that was actually out in the parlor room that we were just in and put that in this space so that this room together, this whole primary suite, actually sleeps 6 people.
Boom, master bath. So one of the things that we've noticed makes a big difference in performance is really awesome master showers. So these big multi-shower head, cool looking, modern, these showers, like you'll see a difference and we see a difference in how these properties perform that have really cool, unique showers that you're not gonna get like at a normal hotel. You're gonna see a big boost in performance. So what we decided to do was actually renovate this entire bathroom. Before, there was that ugly prefab tub and like tiny shower combo. And we were like, let's just blow it all up and make one huge shower with the dual shower heads, nice modern tile. Again, it's made a huge difference in how guests perceive the property and how it actually performs. We actually left this bathroom the same. There was no like real remodel needed or done in here. And the other bedrooms were already furnished too. This bed was already here. This desk was already here. We just kind of made it look nicer with some accent pillows and the rug. This bedroom was actually set up as an office before. So if you turn in, you'll see there's this like kind of ugly looking office setup. But we left that because one of the things that we get asked for a lot are like committed working spaces. So people that are coming, maybe they're here for corporate travel or they're here for vacation, but they work from home. They want access to a desk space that they can use. We've talked about how important large bunk beds are. If you're gonna have a bunk bed, don't just do the twin over twin. Try to get the larger size. This is a queen over queen bunk bed where if an adult's gonna sleep on a bunk bed, they can actually use this. But otherwise, we didn't make a ton of changes in the additional bedrooms themselves because you'll see we didn't have like the biggest budget when it came to the whole redesign. And so we had to make do with a lot of the stuff that was already here.
All right, it's too damn humid for our camera guy to come out here, so you're gonna get a very wide angle view, but this is the backyard, this is the patio. All that was here before is this tiny table. So we added this massive sectional with seating, rugs with lots of pops of color. We put some extra lighting on the table. We added a water feature, which, as you know, in Texas are crazy important. We added a little fire pit over there in the back and then a hammock garden and just some awesome lights. And this place is a vibe at night and guests love it.
Outdoor amenities make such a big difference in how your property can perform. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the interior design and adding bedrooms and sleeping space and all the things. I like to say it's not one thing, it's everything when it comes to how your property is going to perform. And outdoor amenities play such a huge role in trying to check off the box of the amenities that guests are going to use as much as you can is going to improve your property performance. And we've noticed a huge difference at this property already. Okay, so how the numbers break down. Our clients purchased this property for $475,000. Again, it was already furnished and operating as a short-term rental, doing $30,000 a year at that time in revenue. Not great, but they saw the opportunity when we talked to them about the things that we could do to make a big difference. So they came in, they did some design updates, some remodel, converted the garage, improved the outdoors, all the stuff that you've seen, and they spent $69,780 on all of that. That has increased their revenue to what we're on track to hit is $97,000 this year in revenue. After expenses, our management fees, and hotel taxes, all the things that come into play when it comes to like actually expensing out your short-term rental, these folks are cash flowing about $1,500 a month. They put between down payment, closing, and holding costs about $118,000 into the property plus the $69,780, which is an investment of just over $188,000. On just the cash flow alone, they're getting right around a 10% cash on cash. Again, that's with us managing the property. So they're totally hands off on it and they're getting a 10% cash on cash with the cash flow only. But that's not it. So on top of the $50,000 equity increase, on top of the 10% cash on cash on just the cash flow, they also got about a $35,000 tax benefit, meaning they paid $35,000 less in taxes because they purchased this property. So if you factor all that together, it's a much larger cash on cash. But again, it's totally hands off because we manage the entire process and we manage all the bookings and property for them. If you want to learn about how to do this for yourself, or you just have questions in general about how to get started, I'm gonna put a link below in the description where you can schedule a call with me and reach out to me directly. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe for more.